Hello, I'm Dr. Miller, a real doctor, a neurologist, a brain specialist. For over 20 years, I've worked with patients facing life-changing health crises like stroke and heart attack. But today, I'm not here to scare you with medical jargon. I'm here to share something practical, something simple, something that starts right at your kitchen counter. If you're over 60, you need to hear this. There's one common morning habit that new research shows can quietly triple your stroke risk. And trust me, it's not what you think. Now, I know you're smart about your health. You care about senior health. You've read about heart disease, stroke, maybe even the signs and symptoms of a heart attack. You try to avoid risky habits. You check your blood pressure. You've probably heard about how to prevent a heart attack or how to avoid a heart attack. That's good. That means you're already ahead of many. But here's the problem. This hidden danger slips through the cracks. It has nothing to do with your medication, your exercise routine, or even your cholesterol numbers. It's about what you drink first thing in the morning. And most people don't realize some drinks that look healthy, even natural, can trigger a dangerous chain reaction inside your body, making your blood thicker, spiking your pressure silently, and cutting off oxygen flow to your heart and brain. This isn't just theory, it's real science. It's about protecting your heart. It's about preventing heart attack and stroke, starting from your kitchen counter. Let me be clear, this isn't just about a medical lecture or scary statistics. It's about your life. It's about protecting your independence, your heart health, your future. A stroke doesn't just take away your ability to walk or speak. It can take away the success you've worked for, the relationships you cherish, the simple joy of making your own coffee in the morning. A heart attack? Same thing. One wrong moment can change everything. That's why we focus on prevention. How to prevent heart attack, how to avoid stroke. Real, simple steps to protect your wellness for life. The good news? You have more control than you think. And sometimes that control starts with one small change right in your morning routine. So here's exactly what we're going to do. In this video, I'll walk you through the 5 most common morning drink mistakes that increase your risk of stroke and heart attack. Some of them sound healthy, but they're not. Others, they quietly damage your blood vessels and your brain without you noticing. And yes, we'll cover the simplest, most effective step to prevent a heart attack, starting tomorrow morning. You won't need complicated treatments, expensive supplements, or anything extreme. We'll focus on real prevention, practical actions, things proven to lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even reduce the chance of needing harsh myocardial infarction drug treatment later on. I encourage you, stay with me to the end, because your wellness for life, your happiness, your independence might just depend on it. So what exactly is this hidden danger? One word: dehydration. But I'm not talking about dehydration after running a marathon or mowing the lawn in summer heat. I'm talking about low-grade, silent dehydration that happens to every single one of us, every night, while we sleep. For 7 to 8 hours, your body keeps working. You breathe, you sweat, your heart pumps, your brain repairs cells. That entire process uses water, but you're not drinking during those hours. When you wake up, your body is behind on fluids. Your blood gets thicker, more viscous. Think about your heart now trying to pump that thicker blood through your arteries. It's like pushing honey through a straw instead of water. And here's where it matters most, for senior health. As we age, our body's natural thirst response weakens. You might not feel thirsty, but your heart, your brain, your entire system is screaming for water. This isn't just a discomfort issue. It's about heart disease prevention. It's about stroke risk. It's about knowing how to avoid a heart attack before it happens. That first glass of water isn't a luxury. It's one of the simplest wellness for life habits you can control. So, why is thicker blood in the morning so dangerous? Because that's the perfect setup for a blood clot. And when a clot travels to your brain, that's a stroke. When it blocks the arteries in your heart, that's a heart attack. Let me be blunt. Stroke is not a clean event. A stroke can rob you of your speech, your ability to walk, even your independence. We're not just talking about hospital stays here. We're talking about losing the simple joys, making your own coffee, driving to visit friends, laughing with your grandkids. Mistake 1. Let's talk about the single biggest mistake I see, and it happens every morning in millions of homes. It's not about what you drink, it's about what you don't drink. The most dangerous morning habit is reaching for coffee, tea, or juice before your body gets the one thing it truly needs: plain, simple water. Here's why this matters for your heart health, your brain, and your wellness for life. You wake up dehydrated. Your blood is thicker. Your brain is starved for fluid. Your heart has... Mistake 2. The second mistake is what I call false energy. You wake up a little tired. You see a drink on the shelf that promises focus, hydration, energy. It feels like the perfect solution. But here's the truth most people don't hear. Those energy drinks and sports drinks, they are chemical cocktails designed for young athletes, not for senior health, and certainly not for anyone focused on preventing heart attack or stroke. Massive doses of caffeine, hidden stimulants like guarana, artificial ingredients that send your heart rate soaring and spike your blood pressure dangerously fast. For a mature cardiovascular system, that's a disaster waiting to happen. We've seen cases of irregular heart rhythms, blood pressure swings, perfect conditions for stroke, heart disease, or even sudden. Mistake 3. Let's talk about another common mistake I see, the so-called smarter switch. I know many of you made the decision years ago to swap regular soda for diet soda. And honestly, I respect that. You were trying to do the right thing, cutting down on sugar, thinking about your heart health and wellness for life. But here's the problem. Recent studies, including data from the American Stroke Association, reveal a darker side to artificial sweeteners like aspartame. Daily diet soda consumption has been linked to a higher risk of stroke. Yes, higher stroke risk, even without the sugar. These chemicals confuse your metabolism. They disrupt your body's natural balance. And worse, they still contribute to dehydration, thickening your blood, making your heart work harder at the worst possible time. Let's move on to mistake number 4, the deceptive treat. Picture this. It's a warm morning. You want something cool, refreshing. An iced coffee with a swirl of caramel or a pump of vanilla syrup feels like the perfect, harmless little indulgence. But here's the truth. That small treat is a dangerous double hit to your heart health. First, there's the sugar spike. We've talked about how that stresses your blood vessels, increases stroke risk, and contributes to heart disease. But now you're adding caffeine on top of that sugar. This combo sends your blood pressure soaring. For an aging cardiovascular system, that's like slamming the gas pedal on a classic car. Too much strain, too fast. And many flavored creamers, loaded with sodium, more sugar, hidden chemicals, all bad news for you. Mistake 5. And finally, let's talk about mistake number 5, the so-called healthy sugar bomb hiding in your kitchen. Packaged fruit juice. It says 100% juice. There's bright, shiny oranges or apples on the label. It feels like the smartest, healthiest choice to start your morning. A good way to get your vitamins, right? But here's the hard truth. straight from researchers at Harvard School of Public Health. When fruit gets processed into juice, most of the natural fiber is stripped away. Without that fiber, what you're left with is a concentrated blast of sugar, even in the healthy juices. And drinking that on an empty stomach? It causes a huge blood sugar spike. That surge inflames your blood vessels, makes them stiff, brittle, more prone to damage. For your heart health, that's dangerous. For your brain, it increases stroke risk. For senior health and those trying to prevent heart disease, this is exactly the kind of hidden trap to avoid. But the fix is simple and powerful. Eat the fruit, don't drink it. A real orange still gives you vitamins, but the fiber slows the sugar. Eat the fruit, don't drink the sugar. Brew your coffee, skip the chemicals. Stay away from fake energy. Ditch the dangerous diet drinks. And most importantly, hydrate your body with water first thing every single morning. That first glass of water, it's not just about hydration. It's about protecting your success, your happiness, your freedom to enjoy life on your terms. It's about giving your future self the best chance at good health. True success at this stage of life isn't about more stuff. It's about more mornings waking up strong. It's about more time with family, more laughter, more life. And it starts tomorrow morning with the choices you make in your own kitchen. If this message helped you, share it with someone you care about. It could save their life. And tell me